Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again with ReZero. We are on episode 6. Alright, so yeah, there was a sort of hiatus, like a week hiatus, just because, well, I was sorting my room out. I was, had a lot of work to do on the room, so yeah, a lot of shows end up going on hiatus for a week. And ReZero is one of them. But we're back, so yeah, it'll be 2 episodes every week again. Alright, so, in the last 2 episodes, we've gotten to like a sort of a mansion or a manor house or something along that line. I guess it's a mansion, it's pretty fucking huge. And we've been introduced to a lot more characters. So there's Betty, there's Rem and Ram, and there is, where is he? I'm sure I wrote him down here somewhere. Roswell. Oh, yeah, Roswell. Guy who owns the actual mansion itself, and he basically explained like the idea of like why, well, you know what I mean, the reason behind like the insignia that that Emilia has, and that gives her basically like so she can qualify as essentially the next ruler of the place that they're in, which I can't remember the name of, and but yeah, it's sort of like the realm that they're in, I guess. But yeah, with that insignia, that gives her like a right, I guess. And I figure that's basically what the story is going to revolve around, is trying to become the ruler and whatnot. So yeah, there's a new save point. So that's in the in the mansion before. I think it's Is it when he goes to sleep the second time? Because he knows of Beatrice, right? Like, Beatrice knows of him at that point, right? But nobody else does at that save point. Yeah. So, yeah. So he's dying again. It seems to be a case of, fate is always intervening. So, like, he needs. It's almost like he needs to follow a specific route, otherwise, it'll try and kill him off in ways. Almost this whole like I don't know what it's some kind of maybe like demon thing that with like the sound of chains, and it's seemingly it's like that could, I don't know, signify like the Grim Reaper or something like that, something that's like put in place to kill him off if he doesn't do whatever the fuck, like whichever way he's supposed to go down, kind of thing. So yeah, that was what happened at the end of the last episode. He basically started. He was like, he's like throwing up blood and stuff, wasn't he? So yeah, some things are intervening, which is definitely interesting. But yeah, I think we're just gonna get an episode 6. So I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. So here we go. Let's go. Okay, episode 6. It was Rem that killed him? Why though? The only way I could kind of, I don't know, maybe she just truly thinks that Subaru's an assassin or something, or what? But no, because then even if he left, why would you track him down? And also the fact that she's throwing around a massive fucking flail, like the chain's huge. It's pretty strong. Alright, the fact that it's Rem has like changed a lot of stuff now, because now I'm trying to go back through, like, wasn't it the same life where was it the same life when Subaru and Rem were getting the shopping in? Like they went shopping together, right? Wasn't that the same life where... Was that the one where he tried to stay... I can't remember. Because I don't know if that was the one where he died in his sleep, or it was the one afterwards where he tried to stay awake and got killed by Rem that time. Shit, I can't remember. Damn, because that changes things. Because there's no guarantee that Rem killed him, like killed Subaru in the middle of the night when he was asleep, right? But I'm pretty positive it was Rem that killed him in the middle of the night in episode 5. But I can't remember what. I can't remember. I just can't remember. Because that changes everything. Also, the whole ogre story thing. I'm wondering if there's a parallel with being them red and blue. If it's Rem and Ram, and that's supposed to be the. I'm trying to see if there's any like parallels there. I don't know. I don't know. Because the only parallel I could get out with the ogre story is that I don't know. Because Ram seems more personable. So I mean, maybe you could kind of you could compare her to like the red ogre in that regard. Like, she seems to be more the type to go out and like kind of befriend people, whereas Rem sort of like takes a back seat to everything. And she does everything for her sister, which the blue ogre would, you know what I mean, did pretty much the most selfless thing the blue ogre could for the red ogre. Which, so I kind of like, there is similarities obviously between the two, but that doesn't explain why Rem's trying to kill him though. The only comparison I could even put between them two, if they are indeed connected, is that Rem is doing it to act like the bad guy, or the bad girl, I guess. And then obviously in the story, the blue ogre acts like the bad guy. So there's that. I mean, I don't know if next episode we're going to get Ram jumping in to save Subaru. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, if that is the case, right, then that doesn't explain why Rem killed him the last time, and we don't know how he died. When he died in his sleep, there was the whole thing of like, you know, draining mana. There was a curse thing. I don't think he ever got a curse, so that was pretty much like, yeah, that didn't happen, I don't think. And then there was, yeah, the whole drain mana thing, and he said, and Betty said the only people in the mana, or the only entities in the mana that could actually pull it off is herself and Puck, right? I'm sure Puck wouldn't kill him, because, I mean, there's no reason. But then again, like, you know, if I didn't just see that at the end there, I would never have guessed that Rem would be the one trying to kill him here. That fucking jacket, by the way, like, he just took a... It's not like it's fucking armor, you know? It's not like it's like a fucking... He just put the jacket in front of him, and that apparently stopped it. Which is a bit weird, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out in my mind why. Why is she trying to kill him? The only thing I can come up with is that she thinks he's an assassin, and that's why he's there. But weren't they specifically told that Subaru saved Emilia though? So even that has like holes in the theory. I don't know why. Why? It also doesn't explain like why in the middle of the night, before Rem killed him the first time, he started feeling ill and like he started like coughing up blood and stuff. But then Rem was cooking. I don't know. I guess she could have like poisoned him or whatever. But I just trying to figure out. Like I'm trying to go back and trying to remember what I've seen, and I just can't think of a reason. I feel like I would be able to narrow it down if I remembered which life it was where he went shopping with her, and he was talking about like, well, that's the thing with the ogre thing. She was talking about demons and stuff, right? I guess demon and ogre. I guess yeah, kind of similar. Ram was like, don't tell Rem about it. Why? Why? Fuck's sake, this is annoying me because I feel like I could. I'm trying to come up with something so hard and I just can't. Anyway, on to the other stuff. Subaru's ability to kind of like just change back to like a sort of positive mental attitude on a dime is like pretty intense. Like that's quite crazy, the fact that you can do that. It's just, you know, because I mean you see him, well, you saw him in this episode just before it was like you know, sunset or whatever the fuck. He was where he was just saying, yeah, it's only me that remembers and stuff, and it's kind of like that whole lonely vibe that you'd get from it, you know what I mean? Like, you've had all these experiences and they haven't, you know. And it would be like a very like lonely life. It would be very fucking annoying having to do all the same stuff again. You're just like, eventually you're just gonna get bored of it and you're gonna be like, oh, I can't be bothered anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like Subaru put it as like, he put it down like as his first death when he just died in his sleep, as physical weakness. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but Puck is the best. I like Puck. He's it's great. He's so fucking adorable. Even though, like, even you know, I mean, he is a cat, and you know, I'm notoriously not a big fan of cats. You know what I mean? I prefer dogs, but you know what I mean. I like Puck. I figure because Subaru's like, he can remember all of his past lives and stuff, that, you know, all of his knowledge obviously carries on with, like, along with him. So eventually he's, you know, he's gonna have all this time that he spent learning like the language and whatnot, and then eventually he's just gonna not need to, you know what I mean? It's like he hasn't spent any time, like, you know what I mean, learning, essentially, you know what I mean? It's sort of like it's almost like he could have just paused time and learned everything and then unpaused it, you know what I mean, and just started from there. It's a nifty little thing to have, being able to just go back in time, although the fact that he has to die in order to do it. But yeah, Subaru's just living there as a house guest this time round. Just so the fact, like, because the fact that he can so he doesn't have to focus on work and he can focus on trying to figure out what happened. But yeah. So there's the whole thing with the other, like, the, you know, the, I guess the fairy tales of this world, where there's the dragon in the royal family, and I don't know if that is, you know, because I don't know if that's real or not, because it could easily be, but, you know, it's different from, like, our world. If we were to have, like, a fairy tale that had something with the dragon royal family, we'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, we know it's just fiction. But in this world, it could easily be something that's real, and Ram seems to believe that it is real. And there's something about, like, a contract. And this I don't know, they said there's something like about the dragon will always stick around as long, like, until, like, the contract's unfulfilled or something. I don't know what the hell that means. But I figure that'll be coming to a head soon, right? Because if it's about if the dragon, like, is about to turn up and do something when the contract is unfulfilled, with the current royal family pretty much, like, very much near decline. I mean, it's not even very much near decline. It is in decline. And it's about to come to an end. And I imagine that'll probably come to a head shortly. And we'll see if it's real or not. And then the other thing was about a witch that Ram didn't want to talk about. And obviously, like, she pulled it off as like, no, it's time for me to go because I've been here long enough. But we all know that, you know, there's clearly something with that. If you know storytelling tropes, then you know for a fact that, you know, she clearly doesn't want to talk about that for some reason. But it was about a witch who's, what, a jealous witch? Don't know. Everything that was being said, all the stories and everything in this episode, I'm trying to connect it to why Rem would want to be killing Subaru, and I just can't. Maybe she's killed him because he's sick of, like, if she's sick of him landing in her plants and shit. Yeah, that's clearly not the case. But yeah. I can't connect the jealous witch to anybody. And she didn't want to talk about it. So I know about the Witch of Envy or whatever the fuck it is. Satella, who Amelia went by for some reason at some point. I guess we're just gonna have to get in episode 7 and see what the fuck's see exactly what the reasoning is, because I just can't think of it. I can't think of a motive or a reason as to why she would be doing that. But yeah, and also apparently swearing to the dragon is a pact. Like, swearing on it is basically, yeah, you better fucking uphold that promise, because if you don't, then I don't know. But apparently that's a big deal. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into fucking episode 7 and see what's up, because I can't think of any reason at all. My mind is completely blank and it's annoying me. I'm sure there's, like, hints somewhere as to, like, and reasons as to why, but I can't think of them. Can't think of them at all. It might have been easier if I didn't have a week hiatus and, like, the last episodes, like episode 5 and before, were, like, a bit more fresh in my head, but oh well. Nothing can be done. Anyway, yes, that is all. So, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below, I have links to a bunch of things. One of them is the Discord. I urge everyone to go over there, especially if you want me to react to a certain show, because that is where polls and things start for the future shows that I will react to. Also, if you just want to come over there and chat to me or the community, free to do that as well. My PO box address is in the description below, so if you do want to send me anything at all, you can do with that address there. I will open up whatever it is you give me on camera. It'll be a nice little addition to the video. And Patreon. So Patreon's obviously the big one, the most important. So yeah, depending on how much you want to support me with, is depending on what tiers and rewards you get. So the most popular one is the early access, which is $5 a month, which means that you get access to shows a week early. And you get 2 extra episodes across every show that Patreon offers. So that is essentially, you get 4 episodes of Psycho Pass a week, 4 episodes of Suzu Miya Haruhi a week, 4 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul a week, and 4 episodes of Code Geass every single week. So that's 16 videos across the week, 64 across the month, as opposed to 32 a month that the general public get. You know, so you'll get double for $5 a month. It's pretty good value. So if you're clamoring for more reactions from me, that is the one you want. $10 a month, that's full length. So if you want full and edited reactions to all of the shows that I react to, you know, that includes all the shows I just mentioned, plus Attack on Titan, My Hero, ReZero, like this one. They all get full length. So if you want that, that's the tier to get. Exclusive tier, that's $15 a month. So for that you get an extra show, which I'm currently doing, which is Parasite, and that's 2 videos every single Wednesday. Also all OVAs go into that exclusive tier as well. And when I start reacting to movies and things, those will be going into the exclusive tier as well. $50 a month, that is the elite tier. So for that you get a choice of a show that you want me to react to, and I will react to it. It will go at the back of the queue, and I will get round to it eventually. I think there's about 7 shows in there right now, so it might take a while to get round, but I will get round to it. However, if you want to jump the queue, then you get the God tier, which is $100 a month. So God tier and Elite tier, they both work under the same rules. The only 2 rules are that the show must be 150 episodes or less, and it must be a show that I've never watched before. They are both cumulative, the God tier and Elite tier. So obviously on a pay monthly basis, which my Patreon is set up as, if you pay $100 for the God tier for me to react to a show the first month, and then the second month comes along and you pay again, then you get another choice. And then third month, if you pay again, you get another choice, so on and so forth, okay? So that goes for both God tier and Elite tier. But that is all, so thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.